Well, kids, I've got a lesson for you today, and it kind of goes along with what I'm going to teach the adults a little bit later in this. But I want to tell you kids a secret today, okay? I'm going to tell you a secret. Don't tell your parents a secret, okay? It's important. This is just between you and me, okay? I want to ask you, what time do you go to bed? What's bedtime for you? I mean, is bedtime 8 o'clock on a school night? Is it 9 o'clock on a school night? Is it 10 o'clock? Is it 3 a.m.? I mean, what time is it that your parents have set up for you to go to bed? Now, you got that time in your mind. Let's say it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. Now, are you always happy to go to bed at bedtime? You know, I don't think you are. I never was. I wanted to stay up a lot longer than my parents wanted me to go to bed. So today, if that's you, if you'd like to stay up a little longer than you normally do, I've got a secret for you. But again, it's just between you and me. This is what you do. When bedtime arrives, you know, get in your pajamas and crawl into bed. And as your parents are going to kiss you goodnight or put you to bed, you look right at your parents and say, I want to read the Bible. That's a perfect thing to say. They can't say no to that. They can never say no to that. So you'll get to read the Bible. You'll get to stay up a little later. And you'll be able to read the stories of Jesus, and you'll be able to read some of the stories in the Old Testament, and you'll get to learn the Bible. You get to stay up a little late. Now, I want to recommend that you do that. Make sure you're reading the Bible as you go to bed. That'll be a really good thing. But I got a second tip for you. And again, don't tell your parents. Don't pass this on to your parents. Just this is between you and me. If you know your parents might kind of cut you off after a while for your Bible reading, you know, the end of the story, you got to ask them one more thing. Say, Mom and Dad, or Mom or Dad, whichever one it is, look them in the eye and say, now I want to pray. They can't say no to that question either. They're going to pray. And you can pray as long as you want. And you pray to Jesus and you ask him to bless your parents and bless you and help you to serve Jesus out in the world. And if there's, you know, people that you're having a problem with, you can pray, you know, God, help me with those people. If there's somebody sick, you can pray for a sick person and pray for those things. The beauty of this secret that I'm teaching you today is it's good for you. It helps you stay up a little later. But it also builds your faith, and you'll become a really strong Christian if you read your Bible and pray. And you know, the other secret I'll tell you today is, you know, if you're too sleepy to do that, maybe some nights you're just too sleepy for that, you don't have to do this at night. You could do this during the day. You could do this when you get up in the morning. You could do the same thing at lunchtime, or, you know, when you get home from school, or sometime in the evening. You know, it doesn't have to be bedtime, but, you know, works out pretty good for you if it's bedtime. Okay, you just remember that, and don't tell your parents that I told you so. And you have a great week, kids, and we'll see you next week.